Kitchen Challenge ultimately is a behaviour change project, and it uses food as the vehicle for that change, because that's something that most people feel comfortable being around, and it can be a really good first step of challenge. So what do we deliver across the 8 days? As well as a number of practical elements, we deliver coaching around leadership, so it's okay to learn to lead. We get individuals to understand it's real benefit to collaborate and work together, and you can solve more problems by working together. We have a lot of fun, and quite often there's a huge social and often emotional outcome as a result, but that is very much tailored by the individual themselves.
I would recommend doing the Kitchen Challenge because it's a great learning experience. You get to meet a lot of different people, and over the 8 weeks you experience what you can do, what you can't do as well, and you start to get pretty close with some people in the challenge.
So the biggest challenge for me is probably when we've had sessions where there's been no recipe and Rob's gave us the ingredients and we've kind of just had to guesstimate amounts and kind of go with the flow, which makes it hard because you're not sure, you're doubting yourself a lot. So, but with just talking it through with your team and stuff, and that we ended up with a product which was good and stuff. So yeah, that was probably one of the biggest challenges, not having a set recipe, but we got there in the end anyway. Well, generally I enjoy cooking, so I've been enjoying the whole cooking part, learning new fancier recipes what I usually wouldn't do at home. Well, I enjoy healthy eating, so when the nutrition lady came in, I really enjoyed that and learning the importance of eating the right foods and stuff and the amounts, and so because as you know, healthy eating makes you feel also better and stuff.
I think the biggest thing I've learnt from the challenge is more about myself as a person, like leadership skills and who I play in the team, and yeah, it's been really enjoyable. If I was recommending the Kitchen Challenge, I'd say definitely give it a go. It's more than just cooking and something to do. It's like you learn a lot about yourself and food, and it's a really good experience and it's really worth it.
One of the biggest challenges for me would probably have to be doing the going out of my comfort zone and talking to people and doing things that I don't usually do. When we did the pop-up stall, he got me to go out and talk to all the people, explain what we're doing and why we're doing it, and it was very daunting. I'll take a lot away from this experience. It's like a little ripple in the lake, and you chuck a little pebble in and it's just built up and it just goes, and it's made me confident more in myself as well as like what I do. But now I can go out and do stuff like this and cook and talk to people out in the street, and it's helped me a lot. If I were recommending the challenge to someone, I would tell them to definitely do it. If there's a challenge like this that's this much opportunity and this great, it's worth it. It's worth the anxiety, it's worth the stress, and it's worth the mess, but it's at the end of the day it's brilliant. And to look back and see these past 8 weeks, I've done so much and I've changed so much, and it's helped me a lot.
My biggest challenge was like finding a good pace for myself in the kitchen, like not because like going too fast, obviously I'll like mess up. Going too slow, I fall behind. I just got to find that easy medium. What's fun about being in the kitchen is just the cooking and learning new skills. I just find that fun. The biggest thing I take away is probably like more initiative in a way, because sometimes you're given your own set thing to do and you got to read the recipe yourself and you just have to get it done. If I were to recommend it to someone, I would probably let them know that it's a really fun experience and they'll learn a lot from it, but it is difficult at times.
My biggest challenge probably was I did not know one person in the class, so that definitely made my anxiety sky high. But as soon as I came in, everybody was, on the same level, so it was, definitely comforting. Everybody's really easy to get on with, so that definitely helps, and it's more of a team thing than a single thing. The most enjoyable thing probably is realising how much I can overcome by trying. So as I said before, I have anxiety, so even just walking into the school was a massive step, let alone, coming to the class. But I have enjoyed it so much, and I wouldn't take it back for anything. Taking away from the challenge, probably it showed me a lot of leadership skills, a lot of job ready skills as well. So before this I was somewhat looking for a job, but my anxiety was, oh, don't do that, it's a little too much, don't you think? But after this 8-week course, I honestly think I am ready to do it. I've been putting out resumes already, and I'm just keen to get myself out there.
The most enjoyable aspect of the challenge has probably been getting to know so many of the new people like Rob and Hazel, and also some of the other students who are actually in the challenge. People I wouldn't usually sit with or hang around with at school. So it's been really, really good fun getting to know so many different people, and also trying different techniques like with burning chicken and fish. One of the things that I'll take away from this challenge will probably be being neater and having a more organised workbench and cleaning on the go, and also working a lot more as a team, because I'm used to being an individual chef, not a team chef. The one thing I'd have to say to the next person doing Kitchen Challenge next year, if they do it, be neat, be tidy, but also be organised, and then you won't have any problems.
One of the biggest challenges for me within the 8 weeks has definitely been teamwork, just the whole area and aspect of what is teamwork. Like, I came in during the start of the starting week with very individual qualities, always self-reliant, independent, and throughout this 8 weeks, I've learned to be more of a team person. If I were to recommend the challenge to anybody in the future, I would say go in with an open mind. You get so much from these 8 weeks. You learn leadership skills, you learn how to express yourself within a group full of random people you've just met. It's really a personality builder, because you find out stuff you didn't think you were capable of doing.
The biggest challenge for me has been being head chef, and taking on that leadership role. It's just something I'm not used to. Organising what people were doing, I normally probably could follow people more, so it's just just being a leader is something that I'm not used to. I've enjoyed working with everyone, like being a part of a team, like a different team to normal, I guess. My biggest learning's been a lot of new skills that I've learned, and just different ways to use ingredients to get the most out of them. So if I was recommending the Kitchen Challenge to someone next year, I'd just tell them that it's a great opportunity to work with new people and learn new skills.
Some of the biggest changes I've seen in the students definitely varies. So for some of them it's been a confidence booster. For some of them it's identifying that they are worth, something, and that they do have such a bright future ahead of them. I think for some also it's just realising the potential, the inner potential that they have and what they can contribute to society. And for some of them is also, I can finish school, I have a goal and I can achieve it. What makes it so different is that we push them just enough for them to realise. We shared our experiences, whether that be professional or, maybe cultural, whatever that may be. And we, as the title suggests, we've really challenged them and we push their boundaries in a healthy and a really safe environment.
But every single individual has progressed in some way. And you see this in different moments. You see this in magic moments of an individual who goes way out of her comfort zone to serve people that she wouldn't normally serve. People that probably wouldn't give them the time of day outside of school. To confront that is really brave. To see individuals who have completed the Learning Styles questionnaires and shared that with us privately and said, we'd like you to challenge us on this. I'm not sure if I want to be the pragmatist or the theorist or the activist. I'd like over the next 8 days for you to test it out. And those individuals have stepped into that challenge. That's fantastic. These are year 11, year 12. Bold enough to think, okay, let me try and do something different. We see more listening. We certainly see a better understanding of their own emotional intelligence. We can see the impact that they have on each other, and I hope that follows through to the rest of their work here at the school and also home life as well. So how do we celebrate it is probably the best thing, because we want them to celebrate it every day from now on. But the best thing is the challenge dinner, and we'll cook for 40 guests at the end of it. Friends, family, stakeholders from the community around the school, people that have sponsored and supported the project. And to see them going from the lasagna and the bolognese in a very autocratic, you will make it this way process, to here is calamari kimchi with arancini with cereal puree, to Inglewood beef with lovely wild mushrooms sautéed, and here's a gorgeous dessert with white chocolate sorbet and fresh canapes and homemade breads. It's pretty good in 8 days. And it doesn't matter if you can't cook, because if you do Kitchen Challenge, your team will make sure that they get you to the end. And there's one of the videos that we show you, a classic one, which is Al Pacino, which is the inch by inch. Look the person next to you in the eyes. And on final dinner night, they look each other in the eyes and they see each other through it. And that's what it's all about.